Everybody, welcome back to the channel. I just want to say thank you so much for everybody's joined this 2025 Guitar Challenge this year. There's 48 of us and counting on here. Each day we get new people that are joining us from all around the world, so this is really awesome. I started this challenge because my wife gave me this beautiful guitar for Christmas, and I was like, I'm going to learn all the theory and do all the things this year, and I never dreamed that this thing would actually be all of us jamming together. So thanks for joining the channel. If you haven't already, go subscribe, like, comment on the videos and stuff like that. Let us know what you're learning, what you would like to learn, and I'll cover that stuff on the channel this year. Today's video is going to be how to strum like a pro. And so if you've never strummed before, if you're starting out for the first time, just being able to strum some chords, like so you can play them on a campfire, you can impress your friends, your dog, your girlfriend, whatever and stuff. That all comes down to how you strum. There's a lot of us that, number one, we're just starting out, or it's like maybe we just have some bad habits or something like that. So I want to show you a couple things today for starters. So I'm going according to what I have on my list over here. So basic strumming technique. How to hold the pick or strum with your fingers. So there's two ways you can strum. One is with the pick, so a guitar pick like this. Let me see if that'll focus. There you go. I have an Ernie Ball pick at the moment. It's a thicker pick. And so I like the thicker picks because they have like a more of a punchy sound and stuff like that on the strings. But I mean, you can get lighter ones. Some people like lighter picks for acoustic guitar. The other way is with your fingers. So if you don't have a pick and you just have a guitar, that's no problem. You can go ahead and do just like this. I always like to strum on my nails because it gives like a percussive effect on here. Just that, or the pick sounds like this and the same chords on there. Just I've always been more of a pick player myself, but one of my goals this year in these videos is to do some finger picking and to learn how to do that as well, because that's a whole different ball game, you know. Next thing on here is proper wrist movement for fluid strumming. So like one of the biggest things I see a lot of new guitar players post up on videos like on Facebook and everything else, or here on YouTube, is a locked wrist. Just like locking this muscle up here and try to flex or something, and this arm is just rigid. Can't do that. You got to go ahead and have like a motion to your arm on here, up and down like this. And so we're going to be like, not like this. See how I get caught on that high E string or something up there? Like just having fluid motion practice like this. I always tilt my pick when I'm playing with the pick downwards 45 degrees, upwards 45 degrees. I'm strumming along, and that helps. So practice that just on one chord, or even just mute strings and be like, or slower. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Don't lock this in, because like number one, you're gonna have carpal tunnel after a while. Number two, your playing will improve if you start rotating your wrist, because that'll be like when you can get more dexterous and you can do some solos or something like that in the future. Okay, so next part on here, start with steady downstrokes for consistency on here. So we talked about chords the other day, and if y'all haven't done that, go back and watch the chords video, and then when you get a couple of those chords under your belt, come over here, and we're going to do G, D, C, and G. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 for each beat. So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, D, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, C. Back to G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4. And let's do a slower version, because if y'all are beginners on here, I want to make sure you're following along. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, So practice that with downstrokes first, because with downstrokes you can go ahead and just get used to changing the fret hand before you get all fancy up here with all this other stuff that you can do on a guitar technically. Okay, so count on there, just 1, 2, 3, 4 at first on there, and then adding upstrokes on here. So down, down, up, down, up is one way to do it, or you could do down, up, down, up. Let's try down, up on the same 4 count on there. So same chords, G, D, and C. We're going to go down, up this time. Remember, rotate that wrist, come back up and down. So down, up, 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 down. So the other one is down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So let me see if I can get this straight. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up. It's a tricky one to count and pat your head and rub your stomach kind of thing on there, but I would recommend just down, up for now, to be honest with you. And so you're going to strum down on 1 and 2, and then up on the and 2, etc. of the down, down, up, down, up on there. I would recommend, if you're starting out, just down, up. Simple, simple. Keep it simple at first on there till you get fluid. Let's practice with the progression. We're going to do E minor to C to D to G. So we're going to go. Slow it down. There you go. So play around with those 5 chords I taught you yesterday, and go ahead and play with these things on here to do strumming. You'll be strumming like a pro in no time. So, syncopation and emphasis. So, accentuate the 1 and 3 beats in 4/4 time. So, if I do a C, for example, what you can do if you got the same thing every time. There in music, there's this thing called crescendo and decrescendo, where crescendo is like more sound, decrescendo is like quieter. So you could be like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You see how on 3 I'm hitting it a little bit harder on there. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, Some type of drama on there. There's a point on there. You get like feeling, and you can do like mood and flavor is what I call it on there, really, to be honest, and stuff too. So that's the thing you can do with different syncopation and emphasis on different strums on there. Practice your downstrokes first, but then come back up, be like maybe. G. Yeah. Couple tips on here. Like I say, start slow. Go ahead and focus on keeping steady rhythm. Use a metronome or tap your foot. I'm a fan of tapping my foot just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got flip flops right now, so it makes it easier, makes better sound. But you can tap your foot. You can go ahead and get a metronome app on your phone or like your computer or something like that too. That helps you keep steady on there, because like just counting in your head, like solo, unless you're experienced on there, it's harder to do is what I'll tell you. And then light grip on there for strumming. Hold your pick a little bit lighter is what I'd say about it, because if you got a death grip on this thing, she's going to be like, it don't sound so good, you know? And then feel the beat. Strumming is as much about rhythm as it is about technique. So if we have a beat that's like on 4/4, just see, like you want to go ahead and try to be on the beat, so just count 1, 2, 3, 4. If you had a 3/3, for example, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you got to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can slow it down 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, etc. But you got to try to be on that beat on there, and that's where a metronome app or something like that would help you out. I say app because everybody's got a cell phone nowadays. You don't have a cell phone, use a computer. You can get an old school metronome at most music stores as well. I used to have this little one on my tuner when I was first learning guitar way back when, and it was just like beep, boop, 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 or it sounded like an old school computer or something like that. So you can do that, and that works too. A couple other things for today as well. Beginner friendly progressions on here is G to E minor to C to D and G. So let's go ahead and do this. So we're going to be like G. Whoop. I'm going to play it correctly for y'all. Yeah, I'm not perfect. I'm working on this, getting back to guitar this year too. So here we go. G, E minor, C, So there's a couple ones. I was doing down picking at first, and then like, so down, down, up, down, 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 like that. Down, down, up, down is what I was doing on the other part. It just kind of come to me naturally on there because I heard it in some song. It's like probably the Pearl Jam song actually, if I remember correctly. But let me play it one more time for you to go with. sus2 chord on there, which we'll get into in other videos. I've already covered this in a couple of videos ago or so, but we're talking about basic strumming today, so we're gonna go with that. Anyways, thank y'all for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here learning with me. If you dig what we're doing, if you want to join this challenge as well, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to like the videos. Go ahead and comment on the videos. Tell me what you got out of this. Is this helpful, or is it old hat, like old school stuff, whatever? But if you're starting out, I want to help you guys get a good foundation out there and give you the best I can too. So I'm learning all this theory stuff this year too, to learn things I never learned before, because just like some of the basics on there, like these chords right here, I can switch through those pretty quickly, but then learning what note is in each chord is one of my goals too, which we'll get to. Hang with me and subscribe to the channel, follow on Facebook, all that jazz, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.